Welcome to Goodbye Games. Today we'll be saying goodbye to Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer for the Nintendo 64. Now, my Nintendo carts are safely frozen in carbonite, and I have no qualms telling you this is all captured on an emulator. Now, some of these Star Wars specific games don't run on emulators, but we'll see how we go. That's not right. Hopefully this will fix itself once I start playing. Hopefully these little bits will just disappear. Yep, there we go. Yep, they're gone. And now I have a mountain coming out of the ground in the middle of the track. This is new. I haven't played this particular round, but it doesn't seem to be going away. Nope, we're definitely going to have a re-look at this. Okay, now we've got this thing running, let's have a little bit of a chat about it. It's a pretty standard racing game. You start at the start, you get to the finish, you've got competitors. The thing that I love the most about this particular game is the speed which obstacles come flying towards you. Okay, it's relative based on your speed, but I think it's got a really nice twitch handling system where you have to react very slow to the controls and you have to get used to them. As you can see there, I'm bouncing off the walls. Because of the speed that's going and I'm just holding it together, I can get away with that. The boosting system in this particular version I think is fantastic, but I believe in the next version that's on the PlayStation doesn't do that. You just press a button and you can boost, but that has a whole different dynamic in itself, and it's less about the racing than it is about blowing each other up. I suggest that anyone who hasn't played this game to come and have a try. Not because of its huge nostalgia for me. I used to play this with friends, we used to race against each other. It used to be very, very close on who would win and who would lose. It could be a single corner. It could be a single explosion that would change the nature of the game on who would win. I'd make a recommendation for this if you'd like to focus wholly and solely on where you are and what you are doing. He was never focused on who he was, what he was doing. But that's what you've got to do. You can't spend too much idle time looking at what's ahead of you. I don't really use the map in this. I don't have time to look up and see, oh, there's a corner coming up, I've got to do this, oh, there's competitors here, I've got to do that. I'm looking at the track, I'm looking at what's coming at me. That's why I really like this game, because it does take away a lot of those things that distract you on the side, and you've just got to focus on what you are doing. If you're quick, if you've got a good engine, you'll come first. There's only 3 tracks which give me any real trouble. One I just simply can't beat on the special tour, race 2, which is just an absolute pain in the ass. Now, one of the interesting things about this game is that it did come with some cheats where you could actually autopilot, and it would set the pod racer, on a track, like a train, and all you would have to do is accelerate, and it will just whip around the track. So that was one way for people to play it if they got to an impossible thing and they wanted to collect the credits to continue on. So now I've said enough about this. Again, highly recommend it, and play it with another friend on split screen whilst having a few drinks. That would probably be the best way to do it. But make sure you have a crack at it while you're sober. So what I'll do now is I'll leave you with the original video. The original video from the cutscenes that I initially did on this video. You notice that the graphics on that ice level were, things were coming through the floor, things were sparkling and crackling. That actually had to do with a gameplay I had with another friend of mine. So I'm just going to leave you with that now, and thanks for watching.
If that makes sense. Sorry. Okay, here we go.
I can't even see my screen. Yeah, we can't play. Oh, look! Look at that. The graphics are all fucked up.
I don't know what you mean.
You have mountains coming out of the ground.
I think it looks perfectly fine. This looks good. This is like
This is great.
This is George Lucas's version, Star Wars Pod Racer as it was meant to be seen.
The special edition.
Oh, okay, this is fun. This is fun.